Podcast number 8.
Here we go.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is your man, Larry Braggs. Good morning and welcome to the Old Soul Club podcast. I'm here with my main man, the Pope of Soul, Mr. Phil Redmond. What's up, Pope?
Oh, you know how it is, Brother Braggs, just trying to carpe the damn diem. Sitting up with my brother, I was talking to him, and after he told me about his trials and tribulations with his kids and them and their problems,
Yeah.
I said a little prayer over him.
Oh, okay.
It's a very old Latin prayer.
Oh, really?
It's a short 3-word phrase.
What does it say, babe?
Vita constate pecunia.
Oh, what does that mean, babe?
Life costs money.
Vite what?
Vita constate pecunia.
Vite competente cuna.
Life costs money. Every one of his kids was hitting him up for money, man. He just was crying to me. Oh, Phil, kid got to get his car fixed. He done wrecked his mama car, his girlfriend car. I said, hey, man, life costs money. And then I said, hey, vita costa te pecunia. I can't wait to share this with Brother Bragg. How you doing, Brother Braggs? What you been up to? It's good to see you.
Man, it's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you, Brother Pope. Pope, let me tell you, man, I was in your hometown, as you know, this past weekend, which is my former hometown, Austin, Texas, man, and we had a blast.
Yes, sir.
Me and you always have a good time when we're there. And I was attending a wedding of one of my friends that I went to college with, Mr. Connor Grady, man. He got married to his beautiful wife, Diana. And man, it was a great weekend. I got to hang out with a lot of friends from college. And we had a great time at the wedding, at the house, at his house, at other friends' homes. And just, man, it was just a great time, brother. I got to tell you, it was a great time. We paid the dang deal.
Sound like you had a great time, and congratulations to the happy couple.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. Yes, man. His wife is she's beautiful, man. She's a social activist. She does real estate. He's a former teacher and the classroom educator, man. He's been administrative. He's been, on the board. He's been all in the upper echelon of the education board system down there in Austin. And he's just one of those guys, man. A guy told me a story about Spud. He said, hey, man, I owe a lot to him because he showed me the way for being an instructor. This guy was just telling me about that, man. A white guy was telling me about Spud, man. And it was an amazing story how Spud told him, hey, he teaches at a school, I guess, and they have this dress up Thursday kind of thing, and they wear their uniforms on Thursdays only. So the teacher said, hey, as long as you guys got to wear your uniforms on Thursday, I'm going to wear a bow tie and dress up with you guys every week. And he's been doing that for 12 straight years with the students, man. So they call it Bow Tie Thursday now. And
right on.
Yeah, man, it's beautiful, man. His whole wife, their whole family are in education and, they're in the service, man, to people. And they do that very well, and it's amazing. And she's from Colombia, so it's very cool, man. And they just had a great wedding, man. It was a non-traditional wedding where they had they both do Zumba too, man. So they incorporated the Zumba into the wedding ceremony, man. And
that
I
first
sang
wedding dance must have been something, boy.
Oh man, it took about 12 songs to get that. Yeah, And I sang at the wedding, man, with them, and it was just great, man. Just had a great time, man. It was a blast. It was a blast. It was a blast, bro.
Sound like this. So let me make sure I got this.
But
straight.
I am exhausted. I'm so happy to be back.
For
in
real.
The comforts of the Old Soul Club. Oh man, because I'm telling you, man, there was no sleeping while we were there. It was just go, 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 go.
Oh
go.
yeah.
It was great, man.
I can believe that. I can believe that. But yeah, I'm excited because a Colombian citizen who's a social activist in the state capital of Texas. We just might get something done.
Yeah, man. 4, man. She's all over it, man. Now she's married to Spud, but she really teaches people how to adjust to people's to certain situations, like LBGTQ. She teaches all that. Hey, how you should take care of that, and how to approach that, and how to make everybody comfortable in that whole atmosphere, man. It's just beautiful, man. I gotta tell you, man, it's very cool, man. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Had a great time. Great time, Phil.
Well, unfortunately, I have to be the bearer of bad news. As we do, we like to pay homage and pay honor to those who have inspired us and who have been giants in the field of music, no matter the genre, no matter the age. And we lost Ramsey Lewis.
Yes, man.
We lost Ramsey Lewis. And
another amazing keyboardist, man.
You talk about a big
jazz
influence.
Giant, man. Just influenced everybody from A to Z.
I'm going to tell you, man, for real. I told y'all that I didn't start playing piano / keyboards, what have you, until my senior year in high school. But, by that time, I was trying to hold my own with all of these greats, Herman Matthews and Everett Hart, and Shelley Carroll, with the Count Basie band. And I did not think that I had what it took. And man, when I saw and heard Ramsey Lewis play and Jeff Lorber, because I always had a pop sensibility, being a huge Prince fan from the get-go, that kind of gave me the green light that, what, I'm just going to play how I play and everything's going to be cool.
That's all you can do, man. That's all you can do.
And Ramsey Lewis was a huge influence on that. And so that's going to be between him and Uncle George Duke,
Yeah. I got to meet Ramsey Lewis on the Smooth Jazz Cruise. One of his last concerts, man. And, he was amazing as usual. And it was just cool, man, to just sit there and chat for a little bit, man, and him watching him do his thing, man. So I'm glad I got a little touch of that from Ramsey Lewis on the Smooth Jazz Cruise, man. We lost a giant, brother. Another giant.
It seemed to me that in his playing and in his soloing, it seemed like he was never in a hurry.
That's the truth.
He said, I'm gonna let you know what's on my mind through my fingers, but we gonna get there when I get there, when I'm ready to get there.
Right. He was always like it was like your granddaddy taking a walk with you.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Look,
yeah.
I'm not in no hurry. You either gonna listen to me or you're gonna get up and go home.
Right.
I'm gonna play this solo how I play it, because I need to feel every note that I put into this solo. And hey, man, Ramsey Lewis, bro, great giant of jazz.
Yeah. So speaking of jazz, I see you got your Colorado Jazz Repertoire Orchestra hat on.
Oh yeah, man, I'm wearing the dang thing today,
the
man.
CJRO, man. How's that recording going? And gonna have that album come out?
It's all done, brother. The record is being mixed. They're doing their thing on it. I did my thing, and so we're on to the next episode, man. On to the next episode. Yeah,
on.
So, yeah, man. So what's been going on, man, in the world of music? Where we been? What's going on? Tell me something new.
I'm excited. I am excited. I know you don't want to hear any more about the crickets in the Vatican. But I am happy to say that currently the Vatican is completely cricket free.
Oh, man, bless the Vatican. Bless the Vatican. Oh, the Vatican is cricket free.
It's cricket free.
Wow.
I did it with...
Had exorcism, huh?
Yeah, I had an exorcism that involved lemon juice and duct tape.
You've been on TikTok again, haven't you? You've been on TikTok.
Hey, man. That's the age that we live in, man.
Lemon juice. Well, you can go around the world with duct tape and a hammer. So I'm not surprised about the duct tape, but I just don't know how the lemon juice.
Oh,
fits into this particular process.
I'm gonna just put it like this. We done with that. I'm just gonna say the lemon juice is brutal, man. It's gruesome.
Wow, Domino's almost. They'll be all right.
And it's all natural. And God loves all his creatures, including the ones that don't, feel like waking up in the middle of the night. When they started joining me in the bed, man, became the problem.
Let me ask you a question, Pete.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. When you say it's all natural, are they dead?
Are they what?
Are they dead? Are the crickets dead?
Yes, they are.
So whether it's natural or you blew up a bomb in the house, we still got dead crickets.
Well, the Vatican was starting to get filled with that, with that industrial chemical smell.
Right.
And so I was starting to worry about my sanity.
That may have something to do with the crickets being dead. Not the lemon juice.
Not the lemon juice.
Yeah, but all that decon.
Decon. Watch out now, you're showing your age now. But I just had to bring that up for a second. But what I'm more excited about is that the Old Soul Club podcast, this show right here.
This one right here?
This one right here.
This show right here
has its own platform.
Shut your mouth.
The Old Soul Club podcast has its own YouTube channel.
Yes, sir.
And it has its own email address.
Yes, it does.
Which is the Old Soul Club podcast at gmail.com.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
it does.
If you like to leave us a comment, cool. If you like to send us an email, we'll check them regularly. But yes, I spent the weekend trying to do right by the Old Soul Club.
There you go, man. There you go. With the IT team.
Yep, with the IT. Yeah, the one dude.
That's right. Old Soul Club podcast at gmail.com.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so we gathered up all of the little episodes, and we put them in playlists, and got a little invitation. It's really neat, man. It was really
hey man, it's what we do.
It was a real labor of love. Yeah.
Man, look, man, we are trying to bring this thing to as many people as possible, and we want to make it as easy as possible for them to get to it. That's the worst thing about sometimes you're having something like this, man. People want to watch it or they want to check it out, but they can't find it, or they have to go through too many changes to find it. So I'm so happy that Michael and the IT team got this together and everything is working, flawlessly now, man. And I want to say once again, the Old Soul Club podcast is brought to you by Larry Bragg's Coffee, that smooth, soulful roast.
Look at you with the merchandise.
Hey, man, hold on, Phil. This, you know what this is right here?
What?
This a Yeti cup.
Oh, wow.
It's a Yeti, baby.
Yeah.
It's a Yeti. Nothing but the best on the Old Soul Club. Phil, this is a Yeti. This probably $14,000.
$14,000 coffee cup.
Yeah, man, it's a Yeti. This is a Yeti thermos, soup, whatever you want to call it, man. But this is a Yeti, baby. Man, you have to mortgage your house to get a Yeti.
I get it.
A Yeti is expensive, so I'm gonna tell the people out there in Yeti land that the Old Soul Club loves the Yeti. So if you can send us more, so Phil can have a Yeti.
Yes, sir.
The Pope needs a Yeti that says Pope of Soul on his Yeti cup, and that would be the blast, man. And I need one that said L-Boogie on mine. So this is a Yeti cup, man. Good.
See, because this is all we can afford at the Vatican, which is acrylic. But it is
no. Acrylic. You need Yeti. Need to send you one of these, man. You need Yeti.
See, because
this $14,000, Phil.
Yeah. So you drinking something warm or something cold?
This is Larry Bragg's coffee. That's smooth, soulful roast.
My bad. That was a dumb question.
Come on, man.
What most people don't realize is that sacramental wine,
yes,
it's awfully tasty chilled. So will the Yeti keep my Sacramento wine chilled?
The Yeti is guaranteed to keep hot things hot and cold things cold. Yes, sir.
Well,
and
hopefully.
Store it accordingly, Bill. Accordingly.
Well, look, I know you've been doing a lot of traveling. It's good to see you. I'm glad we made the downbeat, as I like to call it.
You know, I sang at the wedding too. I forgot to tell you, I sang at the wedding.
Okay, right on.
Thank you for the music. Thank you for the music, bro.
You're very welcome. Everything turned out all right.
Oh, it was a blast, man. I had a great time.
See, folks out there listening to the Old Soul Club podcast. That's what happens when you work with professional people. Now,
that's right.
Now, L-Boogie, Larry Braggs, Dr. Soul, LB, as he was known back in the day, is exhibiting the same qualities that he had back then. Now, I know you're out there working with some people, and sometimes you're afraid to ask, well, how did the meeting go, Jim? And you're afraid to ask because they're going to give you like the bad news. And, you know, see, when you work with professionals, you don't have to ask.
You don't have to ask, man.
You don't have to ask.
I want to thank Matthew. Matthew he works at, you know, the whole wedding was at this it is a food bank. They feed the homeless. They feed the homeless there, and all the food is grown there on the property. They have like an acre and a half, and they grow all the vegetables, all of the what I'm trying to say, all of the vegetables, all of the grains, all of the rice, all of this stuff is grown on their property.
Right on.
And they feed the homeless from there. I mean, her father has, you know, farm-raised organic chickens and all this kind of stuff, man. They do all of this. They have okra, they have tomatoes, everything, man. All of this is done on the property. And the wedding was there. And Matthew, who works there, he volunteers there, but he's also a very accomplished drummer, and he's a sound engineer. So he did the sound for me for the wedding so that I had the sound sounding good. And man, he did a blast. And I just want to thank him for everything he did. He brought in a little sound system that was the bomb, man. It sounded really good out there. You know?
Right on, man. Shout out to Matthew. See, that's what I'm saying. Professional people, we know that years of experience is going to, you know, just always make the cards fall in our favor.
And so go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go right ahead.
And guess who he was a fan of? And he knew very well.
Who?
Brandon Temple.
Bad Brandon Temple.
Brandon Temple, drummer extraordinaire.
Drummer extraordinaire.
And before I forget, Phil, I'm gonna wait till the end of the show. I was gonna tell you something, but I'm gonna wait. So
you sure?
I'm gonna wait. Hey, guess what?
What?
The news, man. Nothing from Herschel.
Okay, you know what?
What?
Is it over like the crickets?
No, it ain't over. But my son was here, right? My son flew back with me from Atlanta because I had to stop in Atlanta, right?
Oh, right on.
Came back. Had to let him borrow a car for a little while, man, because he was starting a new gig and his car broke down, and I didn't want him to start messing up already. So let him borrow a car. But he lives in Atlanta. My son told me that they are hitting Herschel with left hooks, right hooks, uppercuts, body shots, kidney shots.
They're showing them what for, huh?
Oh, Phil, he says, Dad, every day they hitting Herschel hard. They hitting them all in the back of the head, just wearing them down, man. He said, Dad, I wouldn't be surprised if the man just drop out. You know, because they hitting them hard down there, man. They got memes and all kinds of stuff going on, man. They got parodies down there with people talking about they Herschel Walker, but all the stuff they talk about don't make no sense. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, man.
You know, when you throw your hat in the ring like that, you leave yourself open.
Yeah, he do, man. He leave himself open, man. You might as well not even put your guards up because you can't block all the punches that they throwing at you down there, man. So, and my hat's off to Senator Warnock. Right on.
Right on.
So that's what's going on, man. And the Queen died.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The Queen died.
That was that was the big news. Yeah.
Yeah, the Queen died, and
long live the king.
Hey, people in South Africa and India and all those places said no. And
sorry,
and they
we're sorry, but that's the truth.
That's true. They went in, because even the Queen died, and the Queen was the Queen for 70 years. But man, I heard a great monologue from Trevor Noah.
Love Trevor Noah.
He could not have explained it better. So if you haven't heard that monologue, I'm not even going to try to bring that back or paraphrase what he did, because it wouldn't do it any justice, because he did it perfectly, and he told the story, and he told the difference between, hey, it's okay for you to be sad or mourn about the Queen dying if that's what you want to do. But he said, don't get mad at other people because they don't feel the same way. But you got to go listen. You got to go listen to him speak on this, man, because he brings it around in a way that it's like full circle because of all the colonization and everything that was going on from that monarchy, through all of history. And I'm not going to get into it, but, he just made it make sense because his family has a personal interest and has went through that with that whole monarchy system. So he brought that home, man. It was an amazing monologue from Trevor Noah. He's just an amazing speaker at all, man. Within his own right. So
shout out to the Daily Show. You can catch
shout out to the Daily Show, man.
That is
man. The Daily Show, man.
Trevor Noah, Dulce Sloan is one of my favorites.
Oh.
She shows her perspective on that. And then there's Roy Wood Jr.
He is out of his mind.
Ronnie Chang.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Then you got the token white folks, right. Jordan Klemper and Desi Lydic. Hey, man, and they know they're token too. That's, you can appreciate somebody who understands that understands their role.
Yeah. That guy has turned the Daily Show into his own. He has turned it into his own, man. It's his thing now,
And interesting fact, was handpicked by Jon Stewart.
Yes, he was, by Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart picked him.
Didn't want anybody else to take over for him.
And he got off to a rough start because people I don't know if this is going to work. And hey, man, he said Trump saved his career. When Trump happened, everything clicked for Trevor Noah. Yeah, man. South African, brilliant guy, knows where he's from, never forgets where he's from, but he is always in tune with what's going on. And that's a cool thing, man. That's a cool thing. So we're not going to talk about the Queen anymore because, man, that's not what we're about.
But we are going to talk. We are going to go back and revisit a subject that we already opened the door to. What? You know who one of Trevor's guests were this past weekend?
Who?
Daniel.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So he went on there, and it's interesting to me that the cast of Jordan Peele's movie Nope, they're not offering up any kind of treatise or explanation or opinion or review. They're just like, yeah, Jordan's great.
Yeah, because they all know. They all know that the word is nope.
They don't comment on the culture of Black people and scary things. Nothing. They're just.
What did that tell you? What did that tell you? That was kind of unrealistic because Black people stayed around too long in that movie. When we see that kind of stuff, we're gone. Ain't no let's find out what's going on. Let's see what happens if we give it something to eat. No.
You know what? I didn't think about it that way. That movie actually, as much as I enjoyed it, was unrealistic.
Very unrealistic when it comes to Black people. when Black people hear something and they say nope, that means they're not coming back anymore.
About face, yeah.
The movie should have been over when his daddy died. Daddy died. They all moved. The credits roll.
End of the movie. And now you got me thinking about the movie, and I'm just gonna talk about it for a second. Now you got me thinking about the movie in a whole different way. Daniel rode a horse. His sister rode the heck out of a motorcycle. I think it was a Ninja or something. And they were riding towards the danger. Yeah, they were riding towards the monster. That's
black people don't do that.
That's not representative of our people.
Phil, throw that movie away. Let's move on.
All right. So
I already told you nope. And you're starting to come around to my side of the corn, which is great.
Well, you've opened my eyes right now. You've opened my eyes today. Mm-hmm. So look, I want to tell you right now, do you take any kind of allergy medicine?
I do on occasions. I really needed some this past weekend because I was out there in the elements a lot. Yeah. And I felt my throat getting scratchy, and I was like, "Ooh, wait a minute, what is this?" Yeah. Because now you have to check. You have to.
Oh yeah. Me.
What I got.
That is too funny.
Because you could have the Cocoa Pops.
Man. Why disease got to make you long for the old days? What happened to just simple old chicken pox?
No, we had chicken pox.
I'm just saying chicken pox.
We had chicken pox. We had the mumps. We had the measles. We had now we got the monkey pops. And now I think I got the Cocoa Pops. I think I did a Cocoa Pops.
Take some allergy medicine, man, because I've been battling a headache for about a week now, and here I am, man.
You could have early signs of Cocoa Pops.
No, I don't have Cocoa Pops.
Have you had some lately?
Have I had some Cocoa Pops cereal?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. See, that's early signs Cocoa Pop. That's early signs, Bill. Just want you to know that,
man.
Just want you to know that, man. So,
man, Captain Crunch was my guy, man.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch was my dude.
So did you watch the BET Awards?
No, I missed it.
Did you watch the Country Music Awards?
Man, okay, you know what? I think I was a little bit more under the weather than I thought I was. I missed all of that. How am I going to be on a podcast with you and not catch no award shows?
The Country Music Awards, I hate to say it because I'm in the music business, but when you watch that, you're just waiting for somebody to go, yeah! They try to be formal, but it's like dressing up, putting lipstick on pigs.
That's harsh, man. That's harsh.
No, but I'm just saying, it is what it is, man. It's country western music, and I'm glad that they act like it's a new thing for Black folks to be doing country western.
Right.
We've been doing
let's talk
western.
about that.
We've been doing country western forever.
Kiss an angel, good morning.
Watch yourself, son. Watch yourself. I mean, Charlie Pride. And all the way back, man, we've been doing country western forever.
Oh, yeah. I wish I could remember that sister's name. We got to get the research department on that one. I'm just going to describe her and hopefully they'll find the information. She was a big Black woman. She was a big country. She wasn't a big Black woman. She was a Black woman and she was a big country star on par with like Dolly Parton and Shania Twain, but this was like back in the 70s. Mm-hmm. This is back in the 70s, and I think she had a hit. Yeah, I'm gonna have the team find that. So, like you said, we've been in country. We are country. We've been country. We've been country as long as we've been rock and roll. We were rock and roll first. I'm just saying.
I mean, now. How you think Elvis came up with "You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog"? He didn't do that first.
Mama Thornton.
Mama Thornton.
Yeah, Mama
you
Thornton.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog. Yeah, man, Mama Thornton, man. And it was funky when she did.
It was greasy.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Been snooping on the door. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. need you no more.
Her version is crazy.
Yeah, Elvis, did that, man. So I want to see, like I said, I'm probably going to go see the movie to see how they tell the story, or are they going to give me alternative facts? I'm just thinking about that.
You got Tom Hanks, America's Dad, in it, so I'm pretty sure they're going to go with the alternative facts.
Oh no, because Tom Hanks don't usually do bull crap. Tom Hanks
that's
usually,
true.
Tom Hanks usually kind of tells the truth. He doesn't do anything that alters or twist, the historical markings of something. So we're going to see if that works out the right way. Because I love Tom Hanks, man, as an actor.
Oh yeah,
greatest movie ever was Philadelphia. So
it's also nice when you doing the podcast to kind of make reference and shout out to other podcasts that you may be watching. So just like you were saying, I have a favorite podcast that I listen to and watch called History Buffs. Excuse me. And what this guy does is interesting because he's a British guy, but he takes movies that are based in some historical event and he compares them side by side and say, how close to history is Goodfellas? Because Henry Hill was a real person,
Right.
How close is Bohemian Rhapsody? Freddie Mercury. And so I've got stuck on that all weekend,
Yeah.
So
a lot of this stuff, man, you have to sensationalize it for television because you just can't tell a boring story either. So you have to throw in a little stuff to, a twist inside the story.
Right.
Like the Temptations movie. Some of that was sensationalized for television. And it is what it is. I mean, it's told from one person's perspective because everybody else was dead. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear you.
If I'm dead and you telling my story, Phil, you can twist that story.
I can twist it any kind of way I want to.
Because there's no way to document it or change it. Because if it's an inside baseball story, if I say, if you gone and I'm telling the story of Phil Redmond, I say, yeah, man, me and Phil Redmond, I taught him how to play piano, down in the basement of my grandmother's house because he wanted to play drums. But I said, no, man, I'm going to play the kazoo, but I need you to play the piano. So I'm going to teach you the kazoo notes on the piano. And that's going to help you get the fingering together for the piano. Now, I can tell that lie any kind of way I want because my grandmother's gone. I ain't tell you where the house was.
Right.
We down in the basement. Don't nobody know we in the basement. Don't nobody know nothing about this basement. They don't even know my grandmother had a basement. So and you gone. So Phil, it's one. I'm just saying.
Plus it's 2022. Your version of the story can be backed up with visual renderings and
my version of the story. Yeah.
And graphic arts.
I may just have a picture of you from someplace a long time ago, and you was in the basement playing a gig, and all I did was alter the photo to make it look old.
B, let me ask you, man. Let me ask you. Since the invention of Facebook, have there been pictures of you that have popped up innocently enough? Somebody found a picture in the bottom of a, junk drawer and, oh, this is the time that I went to see the business. And I was able to get a picture of Larry Braggs. And now here he is, this, this well-known, I was going to call you a treasure. Anyway, this well-known, musical figure. And I'm going to put this picture up to say, hey, Larry, remember when? And you got on like spandex.
See, man, why you want to bring that up?
In a fishnet shirt. I'm talking about just possibly.
No, there's no possibly. See, you doing this on purpose because you know that. See, ladies and gentlemen, the Pope is setting me up to be beat up.
No.
Because he knows that I used to be in a group down in Texas called Trick Tracks. That was my first funk band in Trick Tracks. And he knows that we wore Dan skins. We had on white boots with fringes on them. You know, we had on fishnet shirts and all this, Dan skin stuff. And he knows that. And he knows there's pictures of me out there. I know. And see, there it is. It just popped up on the screen. See, I knew he had the picture. I knew he had it. So see that. See, ladies and gentlemen, there's a whole collage that my kids did for me for my 40th birthday. And I don't know where they found all these photos. And all these photos. And you know how your kids are. You know, your kids, they don't care about your parents. They don't care about the parents. They just gonna do what they want to do. So they was putting these little pop-up, things, man, on the pictures about me. So yeah, so they did that.
I honestly wasn't setting you up, man. I was actually gonna throw myself under the bus.
You just showed the picture, Phil. You just showed the photo.
Well, look. To be fair, I'm about to show everybody the ones that pop up on me, and believe you me, they're all pretty embarrassing. So here you go.
Ooh.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, maybe we should. Maybe we shouldn't show some of these photos.
Well, just want to be fair. Want to be fair.
All right, but it's a good thing, man. I mean, that was an era when we was trying to figure out who we were.
Yeah,
we were trying to figure out. Hey, that's when everybody was trying to say, hey man, what's our niche? Let's find our thing. So when people come see us, they know, oh man, that's them dudes that wear the spandex or this or that. And there was a lot of that going on, man. They had guys that had spiked hair, you had Duck Soup and all those kind of people. So music was great back then, man. I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we did it because it shaped us and it gave us the discipline to keep on doing what we're doing. So
it was really influential on a lot of different levels. I could admire from afar someone like a Ramsey Lewis or George Duke or Herbie Hancock, Stevie Wonder, Prince, but I can go to the club and see Trick Tracks or The Business or Extreme Heat or 2 a.m. and that's right there, 3D live. And the thing is, the work ethic was so professional that it was almost like going to see a concert in the Astrodome or the Irwin Center for $6.
Man, I saw a short interview with Wynton Marsalis.
And
he was talking about, his trio, and he was explaining it as if it was a government structure per se, like Congress, and he had all three branches of the government,
right?
And so he was saying how the drummer was the president,
okay,
and explaining like that. But then I thought about it, man, and I took it a step further because I thought of it as the drummer and the bass player is the judicial branch. Because they lay down the law.
Yeah, okay, right on.
The drummer laid the law down, and the bass player enforces the law.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. Go ahead.
That's the judicial branch, man. The drummer, he's laying the law down. Here's the law. This is what it is. And the bass player said, yeah, I'm enforcing the law that the drummer is putting down. So this is the law. Now, the keyboard player is kind of like, the House of Representatives and the Senate.
Right on.
At the same time, because his left hand is the House of Representatives.
Right.
And his right hand is the Senate.
Right.
Now
they can work independently of each other,
They can
But in
work
order to get
independently.
anything done, in order for it to be done right,
They
they have to work together.
They got to work together.
Boy,
and they have to complement that judicial system over there. You know what I mean? They
yes,
got to do
sir.
that. And if they don't, the laws get passed, and then the laws, if you break the law, see, that's the problem. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry. If you break the law, they will let you know it.
Right.
The drummer and the bass player will let you know it, and you will get served. Now the guy in the front,
executive.
There you go.
He's the executive branch.
The leader of the band is the president. Now, he makes all the final decisions on how it's going to work. He lets you do what you want to do. Like, hey, figure it out, get back to me. Let's work it out together. And then he will stamp his approval on that. That's a great analogy.
It is.
I took it another place, but what Marcellus was saying, that I was going, this is a beautiful analogy of jazz or any kind of band that you're in.
Right.
When you're serious about it,
Right.
That's just it, man. That's it.
But I like your analogy because the executive branch, the lead singer, he's the face of the whole entire organization.
Right.
He's and the whole band is a governing party.
Yeah.
Because the governance that you're in charge of is those people standing down there in front of you.
That's right.
You're serving the people. Oh, what?
Boy, watch it.
L-Boogie, you a smart man. What?
Boy, Sugar, you one smart. I'm
I kept thinking that, but I didn't want to say
Sugar,
it.
You one sweet Sugar.
Oh man!
Sugar, wait a minute. You one sweet motherfucker, Sugar. But that's a great analogy, man, and I applaud Winton for bringing that to light, because Winton sometimes get a bad rap, as being too I guess snub or purist. But dude, when you play like Wynton Marsalis,
you can kind of afford to be
look, when you take a shot at the king, don't miss. That's all I'm saying. If you take a shot at the king, you better not miss. And Wynton's been king for a long time.
Yeah.
And people talk about him, and they say stuff, man, blah, blah, but none of them want to take a shot at the title. Nobody wants to take a shot at the title.
You're right about that.
So they'll go do their thing and play their thing over here, whatever, and Winton will come right behind you and still play you off of your own throne in your own arena.
Right.
I heard this man play Carnival of Venice.
Oh my.
That Carnival of Venice is like the song that if you're a trumpet player, when you reach the Mount Everest of trumpeteering, Carnival of Venice should be in your repertoire. Now, if you have never heard Carnival of Venice, that last movement sounds like it's two trumpet players playing at one time. And it's just one trumpet player.
I remember. I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah. So, and Winton plays that flawlessly. So all you cats out there and there's some great dudes that play trumpet. There is some great dudes that play trumpet, but they're not Wynton Marsalis.
Yeah.
And until you knock the king off the throne.
Right. Boy, you talk about somebody who figured themselves out. Wynton always had that same look on his face of intensity, and he got that never lost his New Orleans accent. Got that custom mouthpiece in his, on his trumpet. It's formidable. It's intimidating.
He came out of a musical family. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, him, his brothers, because his brother plays drums. Then there's Branford who plays. His father, Ellis. Ellis was the guy who started it all.
Yes,
and all these guys can play. Even I told you, like in New Orleans, everybody plays everything.
Right.
But Wynton took trumpet playing and And he figured out how to turn it into a business, for one thing. He figured out how to be, he's a virtuoso on the trumpet, whether it's classical, jazz, blues, or whatever. He can just play it, He's very well spoken. He's a great, orator in his own right. He has that thing at the Kennedy Center. He's embedded in that. And you cannot fault a guy that took what he had and he turned it into everything he turned it into. He kept spinning it until he webbed this thing into the Wynton Marsalis machine.
Yeah.
And you can't be mad at him for doing that as a musician. I don't care how what you think of the guy. He has turned Marsalis into a business, Branford does his own thing, and that's the cool thing about it. None of them gets in each other's way.
Right.
And when they come together and play, it's like, okay, get out the way.
Yeah.
Because here comes the Marsalis. Here they come. It's like, here come the judge. Here come the judge. Y'all need to get out the way. And and he got mad. I think he got mad at Branford for a while, for Branford going off to play with Sting and all this kind of thing. But he eventually said, hey, man, Branford got to be Branford.
Like you said, he at some point decided that he was a purist.
Yes.
I'm going to be a purist. And Branford, like a lot of us musicians, said, look, let me go see let me see what they're playing on the other side of the street,
But I don't know if Wynton is a purist like people say he's a purist.
Really?
Because Wynton come play jazz, he'll come play bebop, he'll come play whatever you want him to play. And he plays it to the epitome of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not anything he can't play. So I don't think you can say Wynton is just the purist. No, Wynton is a pure musician. That's what he is.
Right on.
That's what he is. Because whatever it calls, he is what it is.
Right on. You are right about that. That's a beautiful sentiment. We're in the educational mode today. We've had a lot of hopefully you guys are making comments about what it's like to see us finally. I think this is like our third video take, and I know we're enjoying the heck out of it. As always, don't forget the Old Soul Club podcast is brought to you by Larry Bragg's Coffee. That smooth, soulful roast. And Blue Boy Music.
That's right.
Blue Boy Music is a production house. Worked on a lot of projects, both with Brother Braggs and with other noted artists. So that's two. And we're looking for other, sponsors. If you have a product or a podcast or a platform that you'd like to join with us on,
Yeti Cup, Yeti, $14,000 Yeti Cup. Can I get the $14,000 Yeti Cup? That's all I'm saying.
I think that was only 16 ounces, so it's about $8,000. I think
$14,000 Yeti Cup. Just kidding. That's all I'm telling you.
Oh man!
Somebody told me something about me the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think this can be applied to a cat like Wynton Marsalis. And I'm no way comparing myself to Wynton Marsalis. I'm just saying that the statement could be the same thing. Genre fluent. Someone told me the other day, they said, Larry, man, you can do so many things, man. You're like genre fluent.
Yeah.
And I never I thought of it. I went, oh wow, that's actually an excellent statement. I really thanked them. I said, wow, that meant a lot when they told me that. And that's a lot of us, man. When you can just go into something and do that, even though that's not the thing you do all the time, but you can step into that role and do it. That means you're not locked into a box. Now, we all know Wynton as the jazz guy. I'm sorry to go back there, but the man can play anything,
right?
Classical, jazz, blues, like I said, R&B, rock, pop. It doesn't matter. He can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, as a musician, you should be striving to be. And that is really a statement of fact. You should be genre fluent.
And I think the prime example is you yourself. You're like your first 3 albums, your first 3 CDs. When I heard the first one, which I believe was Places, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we had not long before that been playing and singing together. So, I heard some of the songs and I went, yeah, that's my boy. That's Larry Bragg's LB. But then on the second record, wow, you brought in a few more genres,
Yeah.
and Just Sing, I believe, or Just Sang.
Just singing, yeah.
Yeah, Just Singing is that one, and that's one of my favorite records.
Thank you.
And then of course, as each project and each track and each, video and all the evidences of your performing, just keeps getting broader and broader and broader.
Man, I think as a musician, Phil, you should try to get into the music, into the type of music it is, whatever brand or flavor or genre of music. You should always try to tackle it from within instead of from outside. Like,
yeah,
a lot of artists, they'll do a remake of a song, and they try so hard to spin that song so far away from where it is,
right?
You wind up missing the point on that particular, piece of music. When the music is already in its perfect form because the artist already put it out there, and a lot of people can't do that. Luther Vandross was really, really good at taking your song and putting his spin on it.
Really good.
But he was able to enhance whatever that was, like House Is Not a Home.
I think Burt Bacharach himself said that.
Right.
He loved Luther's version better than his own.
Right. Luther had an ear to do that, man. And he was one of the rare people that could do it. Because he knew what he wanted to hear. And he wouldn't back up off of that, And he tried his best to just keep the integrity of the song, but make it beautiful, And if you got a song out that's a hit, be careful because Luther finna take it to another level. Always and forever.
Right. Yep.
He didn't do much to it. He just put that Luther on it.
Yep.
That's all he did. And he did that a lot, man. I mean, and he was a great influence. He was a historian of the music too, He was a history.
Oh yeah,
he was a history buff of the music,
Yeah,
and he didn't start in the front. He started 20 feet from
20 feet from stardom. Yes, sir.
But he knew that's where I'm going. I'm going 20 feet up. And when he got up there,
he was ready.
He was there, man. He was there.
He was ready.
Yeah, he was there forever.
A dear friend of ours said something in a rehearsal once that I thought was very profound. You're in there with a group of people, and we're playing a song. It's a wedding band. It's a wedding band, and we're having to do a song, and not everybody in the band is crazy about the song, and some of them may even say, "Man, why? Let's flip it. Let's do it. Let's put." And our friend would say, "Whoa.
Trumpet player.
Why don't we start?"
Our friend trumpet player?
No, it was a bass player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He said, "Whoa. Why don't we start by learning the song the way it is? Y'all have to remember, this song was already perfect when it was released." Exactly. 5, 6, the Commodores. Exactly. Brick House may sound like a simple party ditty, but you got to realize 6, 7, 8 guys sat in a room together for hours, maybe even days, weeks, perfecting the song that you hear, and you take it for granted that, it sounds so simple. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play this horn part on Fender Rhodes.
Hey man, Brick House was such a simple song that so many cover bands have destroyed to the point that nobody wants to play it. That's how bad a lot of cover bands has destroyed Brick House. Because
Absolutely.
a simple song that goes boom, 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 boom. That's basically it.
Right.
And you hear bass players going. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa! When did the Boogie Man show up on Brick House? When did the Boogie Man show up on Brick House? Why do you have to put your thumb in Brick House when Brick House was played with two fingers? Two fingers, Phil.
I know, man. I know.
Boom, 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 boom. That's Brick House. Two fingers.
Yeah, and you gotta leave that space open so that the guitar can play ding 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 ding. So what would happen if you go ding 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 ding? It would just sound like yaka 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 yaka.
That's why we don't. That's why you can't listen to it when a wedding band plays it, because they're so bored that they have like just took the song and destroyed it. But if you listen to Brick House on the record, it is funky.
And that is the truth about all of these songs that wedding bands play.
Another song, Fire.
Oh, yeah. Man, you see, I'm speechless. Yes, sir.
Boom, 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 boom. Fire, man. Boom, 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 boom. Boo, doo, doo, boo, doo, doo, boo, 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 doo. That's all it is. But yeah, and then they make this fatal mistake and mix it in with what song, Phil?
Oh no. Oh no, you're not talking about Can't Be.
It's the other, I'm sorry, it's the other Ohio player song. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You're a bad Miss Skin Tight. They try to mix Fire in with Skin Tight, and that boogity man show up again. You know, and that's just sign of either boredom.
Yeah.
That's just sign of boredom when you start doing that much.
So another idiom, and I've said this myself. If you're in a band,
okay, ladies and gentlemen, he think I'm gonna let that go by. You know how I catch Phil with these words.
Oh,
idiom. He used the word idiom, ladies and gentlemen. He thought I was gonna let that slide.
Well, I ain't even gonna say anything about it because last week, you jumped on me because I started to prove that I could spell the word. You're like, I know how to spell it.
I'm just saying, man. I just heard you say the word idiom. You know, so. Go ahead.
When someone, we're going to use, we're not harping on wedding bands, but I played in my fair share of wedding bands.
We all have. That's how we came up.
But the thing is, that's where you most likely are going to find your most bored musician. And here's the problem: you are tired of playing don't. But that's the gig you signed up for.
That's the gig.
That's the gig. So y'all remember that out there. We're sorry to be so preachy on this Tuesday morning.
No, man, it's cool. I mean, this is what we do. I mean, Phil, we played in wedding bands. Our band played weddings, but we still played the songs the way the songs were written. Now, the only thing we would enhance is like the transition in the song.
Right.
And we would segue that to something else. But we kept it, and that's what kept us being, that's how you stay hired as a musician. When you can play a song and play the integrity of the song the right way.
I got a funny story. It's story time with Phil and Larry. I got a funny story relating to that.
Is it story time?
It's story time.
Hold on.
Story time. Okay, sorry, we're silly. Look.
Hey, Mike, make sure you put that music in every time that I just wrote. I copyrighted that. It's copyrighted. Bling, 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 bling,
Story
Go
time.
ahead.
We, and I'm sure a lot of bands out there, the ones that, really passionate about it, but I'm going to use us as an example. We played songs so the truth and the essence of the song. We played the song so convincingly. There are people back in the 80s who thought they were our songs. I had a woman come up to me and say, I heard y'all song on the radio the other day.
Yeah, that's because.
And I was like, oh, yeah, which one?
That's because these people were drunk in a club, Bill.
It was because we were that good?
No, they were just drunk. They were drunk people. I mean, we played the songs as well as we could play them, but these folks were drunk. Let's just call it what it was. They were drunk.
You know what?
Drinking liquor, brown liquor at the time. So I'm just going to talk about that.
A brown to help you get down, but white to make you fight.
See that? See,
spoken like a. I ain't always been saved. And you know who says that most of the time?
Gin will make you sin, bro.
You know who say that most of the time?
Who that?
The biggest sinners.
Oh yeah, they say that.
I ain't always been saved. Yeah, okay, that means back in the day.
Well, we all have done something. So let's not get on that.
Yeah, we're gonna ease on by that one. We're talking about music.
Yeah. Hey man, speaking of music,
yeah,
we got an incredible guest coming next week on the show. Man.
Oh, we got a guest.
Hey, Phil, sometimes when you put it out there in the universe and ask for it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yes.
Larry Braggs, L-Boogie, Dr. Soul. Mm-hmm. Are you getting ready to tell me that the universe heard you?
Yes.
Do that again. I want to look in the right direction.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sitting down.
Are you ready?
I believe I'm ready.
We have the one and only coming on the show next week. One of the greatest bands, lead singer, funk bands in the world. Joyce Kennedy from Mother's Finest is going to be on our show.
I'm out of here. I'm gone.
Baby love herself.
I'm gone. I'm not coming back.
It's time the Pope has left the building.
Okay, wait. Maybe I'll come back. Okay, I can't do it all at one time. Hold on.
Hey, the mother and
Mother's
Finest is going to be on the Old Soul Club podcast next Tuesday.
You the man.
Yes, sir.
You the man.
Baby love herself, man. Oh, baby love. Early in the morning.
Oh, man. There is no other
that can compare to you. Baby love is going to be on the show.
Oh, Miss Joyce, we're getting ready for you.
Yeah, whoa.
Do you hear us? We're getting ready for you.
We're getting ready. Whoa. Yes, man. I can't wait, man. I've been listening to my mother's finest songs, man. I've been ooh, sing, girl. Go on, sing. But, but also we want to say, hey, we want to send all of our prayers out to Joyce's husband because I know he's been a little sick. So,
all right. We're
going to make sure that, he's back in good health and all that, man. I got the inside scoop on that kind of stuff. So
yeah, you're going to put that out in the universe too, man.
So we just want him to get healthy, get well. We wish him all the best, so that'd be great. So we probably try to get an update from Joyce, maybe not next week on his health. But, he had a little health issue, but I think he's doing well.
I'm excited, right?
Yeah, man.
I'm excited. Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask about her keyboard player?
You can ask Joyce anything you want, man.
I want to know about the ARP 3000 keyboard.
Oh yeah,
that the man
yes,
played all of those great keyboard sounds on, man.
Yeah,
the man was armed with. Okay, all right. Anybody's not keyboard, y'all
So
go
wait a
ahead and
minute.
have a sip of coffee for a second.
You finna have an interview without George?
No. I'm just prefacing it. The keyboard player was on stage with one of the funkiest bands on the planet, armed with an ARP, a clavinet, and a Yamaha CP70 piano. That's it.
That's all they needed, Phil. That's all they needed.
That's it. I mean, wasn't a Fender Rhodes or B3 nowhere in sight.
This is why we call them mother's finest.
And that's why I love the Old Soul Club podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We don't need no stinking new people. We get the old souls to come on here and speak about the old soul.
So what I'm thinking about doing, you talking about Mother's Finest live at Rock Blast.
Hey, man. Yes, sir.
Really, you can go on YouTube. Anything that says Mother's Finest live, listen to it.
Phil.
Watch it.
And George still look good.
Oh, now see, that's not fair.
Look like a bacon and egg sandwich. She look good.
Oh, that's not fair. He said bacon and egg.
Look like a bacon and egg sandwich. Phil, she look good.
That means she's all lean. And, okay, so anyway.
And still sound like a hummingbird Sunday morning, Christmas Day.
That's some singing.
Some singing, man.
That's some singing. The hummingbird Sunday morning, Christmas Day.
That's what it sounds like.
That's some singing. I can't wait.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait. The week is not going to be able to go by fast enough for me.
Oh no, man. George Kennedy.
That's okay. So do I ask now how the universe?
Phil, don't look here. Don't
tap you on the shoulder.
Don't be asking questions that you don't want. Don't ask scary questions because you might get scary answers.
You're right.
My job is to get the people. Your job is to make sure that the IT team, our crackpot IT team, is on top of their research.
They're going to be on point. They're going to be on top of the research.
Tell them I said drop everything else for the rest of the week.
Yep.
And get on this whole Joyce Kennedy thing.
This is all you're going to hear.
That's it. That's it, brother. That's it.
Drop it all.
So.
Look, this is not a drill.
Not a drill, brother. Not a drill.
This is not a drill. Okay. So I'm loving these. You know,
dive.
Boy,
hey, ladies and gentlemen, forgive. We've been real silly today on the old soul. We're real silly, man. You know, because we got this good news, so we're just having a great time.
Yeah,
we're just having time. If you haven't been listening, this is the Old Soul Club, man, podcast brought to you by Larry Bragg's Coffee, that smooth soul roast, and Blue Boy Music. And you absolutely positively got to have your music done the right way, Blue Boy Music. And don't forget, we're trying to get this Yeti Cup, $14,000.
Trying to get $14,000 Yeti sponsorship.
That's right. Trying to get it, man.
Boy, that's some great news. I'm trying to figure out if I got something that can not top that, but can accompany that. I
got some more news for you, man. I forgot to tell you.
Oh,
I was up at Bowie State.
That's right, man. Look, you know what? Hold on. Can I stop you for a second? Ladies and gentlemen, Larry Braggs, the man that you see right over there, that man right there, he is the most movingest, travelingest. You got to keep up. You got to keep up. You got to keep up with Larry Braggs. I'm just saying. Now he was at Bowie State, then he was in Texas, then he was in Atlanta. You ain't slipping this past us.
Bill, I had to go to Bowie State because I had to go talk to Dr. Clarence Knight. Dr. Clarence Knight is, I told you, is one of the greatest musicians who played with everything. He's arranged for Aretha Franklin, you know, Gladys Knight Pips. He's done Miles Maybe. That's crazy. He's done all this stuff, man. And
that's a long career.
He was hands-on, instrumental in building a state-of-the-art music facility at Bowie State. And so when I brought him this idea, what I was doing with my foundation, he got on board. So we went to meet with, the president of the school and the fundraising committee, and we're going to have this concert, that's going to raise money for my foundation, the Most of the Music Foundation, and for Bowie State's Foundation, and we're going to raise money for Scholarship for Kids. This is all going to happen on December 10th. We have a date now, December 10th,
right
2022,
on.
at Bowie State, man, up in Bowie, Maryland. And Bowie State's a small, HBCU school, but it has great facility, man. And it's something we want to do, and we're going to do it. And we got the dates, and the band is going to be great, man. We got the music arranged by Drew Zaremba, who is my MD for the CJRO Orchestra up in Colorado. He's coming.
Right on.
I'm always messing it up.
Oh, Drew. Okay,
yeah.
Not yeah.
Drew.
Drew.
Yeah, Drew Zaremba. And so, man, I've been up there. I was up there, man, for 2 days doing that, and we got a lot accomplished. And we're just moving forward with it, man. We're moving forward. We're going to try to do that at a few HBCU schools, try to raise some money, try to get some scholarship money away to kids. So once again, this is the Old Soul Podcast. Get in touch with us at the Old Soul Podcast at gmail.com. And you can find out more about the Larry Bragg's, Most of the Music Foundation and the Bowie State gig, which we'll keep talking about and keep you abreast of what's going on. But we also would like for you to donate to the foundation if you can. We'd love for you to do that, man. We have a lot of things that we're trying to do with these young folks, man, and try to keep them on the straight and narrow. And I'm happy to try to give back as much as I can through service, because we're all here, man, to give back and leave this place a little better than we found it. And that's what we try to do.
Absolutely. And I'm so happy to be a part of that journey. Boy, that's what you a busy man.
I've been moving, man. I've been moving.
And all I did was kill some crickets. I feel like
naturally.
Unnaturally.
A humane cricket death. Instead of just squashing them on the floor, he used lemon juice, ladies and gentlemen.
Lemon juice.
Something.
But
acidic.
You talk about not asking scary questions.
Yes.
You don't want those. You never did ask what I did with the duct tape.
No, I don't want no that. Because I got a feeling his man sprayed the cricket with some lemon juice to freeze it and then put duct tape on top of it so it couldn't move.
Nah, see, that would just be cruel.
That's the natural death of a cricket.
That would just be cruel. No, I followed one of your suggestions. Mm-hmm. Not only did I plug up the kind of crack opening at the bottom of the door, of the back door, but I also sealed up, shall we say, the space between the bathroom counter and the sink itself.
Yeah, you did your job.
Just to prove a point. Just to prove a point. And I promise you, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about the crickets, I promise you, that night I went in the bathroom and I turned on the light, and I promise you, there was a cricket in the middle of the floor looking lost, like, where did everybody go? Like some people probably be looking, at right after the rapture.
Right.
I promise you, but he didn't know which direction to go. You're like,
where'd everybody go?
I did exactly what you did. I just was standing there laughing.
That's right. Yeah, y'all know I'm not that fast no more. Now, next month, I'm going to be at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Homecoming. We do our homecoming next month on the 8th of October, I believe it is. I'll be there all that weekend. So I have a report from Pine Bluff from the homecoming. And, it's my alma mater. So we're going to do it up big again. And I can't wait to do that, man. So I'm looking forward to it.
Man, right on. We're gonna post all of these. We're gonna post all of these appearances. Look, what I'm gonna do, man, in order to feel better about myself, I'm gonna reach out to my alma mater, University of Houston, and I'm gonna call the chancellor. I'm gonna say, I got a minivan. I don't know what I could do to help, but I want to do something for my alma mater. so I could be like Larry Braggs when I grow up.
I got a minivan.
That's all I got.
Y'all can use my minivan.
See, the way you say it, it just might happen. They just might say, well, you know what? No, but the way I say it, they may have to check my school records.
They're going to check your school records.
Did you go here for real?
Yeah, because they're going to ask, who are you again?
Look, this is what I'm afraid of. This is what I'm afraid of. Yeah, go ahead, check my record. I think I did pretty good. But all the whole while, I just had like, got my fingers crossed, right?
Right.
He said, what year did you start? 1980. What? Okay, you know what? Our records don't go back that far no more.
Right. That's on fish film.
Look, they be in the library like this.
It's on film. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Old Soul Podcast, man. We got to get out of here at some point, Phil. We got to get out of here, John Boy. Yeah. Hey, man, listen, we've had a great show again. Like I said, man, nothing from Herschel. I'm kind of upset with Herschel not doing nothing. But we keep our fingers crossed. He's going to
I'm happy about it. And I'm glad your son gave us the report that he's getting body blows on a daily basis.
Body blows, man.
Metaphorically speaking, folks. Metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, down in Atlanta. We're so happy
down in Atlanta.
That. Yeah. Hey guys, y'all, go ahead, Phil. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm still pulling for Beto O'Rourke, man. You got me on it.
Oh yeah, man.
Train,
yeah,
man. Beto is gonna
because y'all need some help in Texas.
Yeah, we gonna get it. I can feel it. I can feel the change.
Yeah. Val Demings, bro. Val Demings.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Right on.
Senator Wilnock. Right on. Say, man, we thank you guys for showing up today. We got to get out of here, man. This is the Old Soul Club Podcast. Don't forget our guest next week will be the one and only Miss Joyce Kennedy from Mother's Finest. So I can't wait for that. So please stay tuned. And don't forget, Phil said, reach out to us. Where, Phil?
At Old Soul Club Podcast at gmail.com.
Please send us comments. It's hey man, we got our own platform. We are cooking with Crisco. Love you guys, man. We're gonna say goodnight. Love you so much. Keep it in the skillet. Say goodnight, Con Boy.
Good night, John Boy. And always don't ever forget, Carpe the damn Dio and Dominus Patre, y'all.
Y'all, bro. See y'all later, man, on the Old Soul Club Podcast. Thank you.